What up, y'all? Another walk and talk day. You know what I mean? And nothing too deep or crazy, but an interesting vibe today. You know, growing up, right? I always thought midlife is like around 50 years old. You know, because the life expectancy is 100 or whatever. But that's just a kid growing up. But getting older, you realize that people die younger and younger. I remember 20 years ago when I started working, one of my first jobs at General Electric. The boss man, right, that started a company from scratch, made bulletproof glass and shit. Made bulletproof glass. He started a company from scratch, and then the big corporation came and bought it out because he was so successful. I got that job, yo, and a month later, the boss passed. When I heard of his age at 56, I was like, damn. And I was just, just starting out. Having my kids probably were 2, 3, 4, so I would have been like 24, 25 years old, you know? And throughout the years, people passing younger and younger, you know? And rest in peace, one of my man passed the other day, just at 40. And I was like, wow. And just vibing on that thought, man, made me want to talk about that today, you know? Midlife. Yo, midlife is not 50 no more, y'all. Between 35, 40, yo, between 35 and 40, man, I'ma say that's midlife right there. And if you're already 40 and up, I'm 42, you already passed it. You know what I mean? Y'all know all the ups and downs of living life from the goes through and the go through, you know, the ups and downs and stuff like that. So, yeah. So if you hit no crisis and you're 40, you're good. But if you hit that crisis and you're 40, you're good, because you've been through it all. And I mean, you know what I mean, before 40 and all of that, you've been through it. And if you have your kids that, you know, like me, young, they get older and they get ready to get into it. So you're able to try and give them the information of, let them know what's going to come down the pike and what's going to happen. But if you're my age and just starting out to have kids, good luck, because wow, you see how reality is nowadays, y'all? Man, it is what it is, but I still got one growing up, you know, 6 and 12 years old. I still got them to guide and teach a little bit better than I did on my first two, but it was all blind and stuck in that reality, you know what I mean? Stuck in the matrix sleep. But I'm woke. Let's get it, man. So today's build, yo, 35, 40, you already at midlife, y'all. That's what you gonna do. If you're not doing what you gonna get done now, if you're not disciplined, how you gonna get to it? Yeah, that's all the vibe, man. CLP, welcome to talk. Got the hoodie and the jacket on today. And it's only November 10th too. Watch it get freaking warm not next week or the week after that, right? What up, peoples? How y'all doing, man? Hope all is well. And if not, get back on track, and I'm in. Well, here we go. Another walk and talk. And not serious, but everything is. You know what I mean? Because this journey is a once in a lifetime, you know what I mean? It's a one-time thing, one and done. And reincarnation means doing it again, but if you don't have the knowledge of looking into your Akashic records, they basically start over brand new, you know what I mean? From a child. And you grew up on get right back to the point we left off of what's the point of all of this, you know? And this human suit has but so long, right? This human body suit has but so long to last. I guess that's where time comes in. Time comes in because in existence, time don't exist. Because if it exists, it exists. But time is only down here for us humans. I kind of touched on that in the writing bill. Time is just for us. You know what I mean? And we're just having that thought this morning and just thinking about that thought. Time don't exist, but it's only for us humans and shit. It got me thinking. At least I used to think that midlife is like 50 years old, you know? Because we're gonna get older to 100 plus whatever. So I used to think that 50 was midlife, but looking at the way shit is, and people cutting at 70? Nah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Have a good day. Thank you. And we're starting to see that people cutting at 70, 50, mid 50s. Yo, you know what I'm thinking, yeah? If you're 35 to 40, you're already at your midlife, boss. You're at midlife, man. And if you're over 40, you're already past the midlife, right? And it's crazy how I'm 42, you know? And life is so full of up and down. It's an up and down gravy train the whole way, man. You know what I'm saying? But when I was younger, in my early 20s, I just turned 20, you always hear statements of midlife crisis and people don't know what to do, you know, because by the time you get to 50, you know, by the time you get to 50 and you're not successful, that's basically done for you and you can't do nothing about that. That's the rhetoric in society and that's fucked up because it don't gussa. And matter of fact, since midlife is not 50, it's 35. And you don't make it by 35, wow. You gonna give up? You gonna give up when you realize that you have midlife? But yo, that's a lot of life to live. 35 to 70, that's a lot of life left. And if you have information and take care of yourself, you can go past that. That's why we talking, we ride. That's why we're walking and building, and you know what I'm saying, feeling good about life. Because now we energized with the information that we're receiving and the information that's out here, and we can do better to take care of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And extend our journey so we can really receive the benefits of life itself and find out the reason of everything before we go back to the essence. You know what I'm saying? And we won't have to come back again because you realize what it is we came down here for. You realize what is the soul contract and the fulfillment of the soul contract. You know what I'm saying? But man, just thinking, midlife is at 35? Yeah, I'm 42, yeah. You know, so my 30-year-olds, look at your lives and see where you're at. 25 years old. 40, because if you pass 40, if you're 40 and up, you're already past midlife. You know what I'm saying? Did anybody hit that bump? Because mine's went up and down, so there's no bump to hit when the stop and go situation, you know what I mean? And the hill and gully shit, you know? So it's like, yo, crazy, ain't it? We're already past midlife. And society got the traps of already built in like stops and, you know what I mean? The checking and see how your life is. And if life ain't right at a certain point, you're gonna go crazy. But what you really go crazy from is the people that's in your life that's not true. It's the scheduled life that you have ideas and plans, but you feel like you can't get to them because of the solidity, surviving wise and working wise in your schedule, but you want to do something else. And then the fear factor kicks in. You know, fear is one of the most damaging and dangerous things to your liberty, to your life, and to you becoming who you want to be and become. You're supposed to become. You know what I'm saying? Fear is society's tool to keep you in line. It's like, man, the whole play is set up. That's why it's the Matrix. The whole play is set up and we are in it. And if you don't move accordingly to you and according to certain things, you're going to get stuck. And when I say move according to you, is how you feel and how you're vibrating. And trust and believe in yourself. That what you want, you will get. And what you will get, and what you want, you can accomplish by doing the proper work, doing the proper research, getting the understanding of what you want to get done. And where you want to be at. You know what I'm saying? Because I said this before you. I think the Matrix is designed for you to just give in by 40 years old and just give up. And just give everything to the Matrix. And stay in that stuck in life, stay in that struggle, and stay in that depressive, not motivated, not growing, won't even have a chance to get the understanding of everything life. That's what the Matrix is designed for. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was like that. I don't think life was designed for that way. But if we look at human beings and look at energy, it became that way. Because what is the main purpose of those in control? Total control and total domination and the settings of the way of life. Life is natural. Life is lived. But yet, people in place set things to keep themselves in place. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else can get bigger, higher. But I guess it's just for this dimension that we're in. You know what I'm saying? Because when you transcend to other dimensions, there's a whole different level. I can't break it down, but that's the vibration, and that's what Akashic Records is saying. You know? And this dimension is the only dimension like this. Because the mental plane, the astral plane, different levels, you know? That's what they're trying to say, multiverse. And it's so confusing, but that's the whole point of the Matrix. It keeps you confused and lapsidated. You know, that's the whole point of the Matrix, to keep you stuck and feeding the beast. You know what I mean? All companies want to be successful and want to sustain. All companies want to, you know what I mean, get the highest growth potential as possible. But this is crazy how a country is a company, and that was designed and set up to use the mass and use the people. You know? Wow, man. It's crazy. Keep the people blind and distracted and confused and don't know what to think, you know? The 12 years of the indoctrination will definitely throw you off. If you don't have anybody walk around you, it's going to take a while to wake up through it. But if you're vibrating high and you always realize certain things, that's what you got to incline to. The realization of things. Let's see what's really good. Let's see the settings of, you know what I mean? But man, the midlife crisis is just statements and words. And as you know, words are a spell, put you under a spell. When we look at the meaning of those words, there you go. You know, midlife crisis means you're in your 30s and you haven't fully got it together yet, because like I said, discipline is hard, but it's necessary, you know what I mean? And with the lack of discipline in your 30s, it's gonna make it that even harder going through the 30s. And plus, when you reach 40, you already passed the midlife. So if you didn't break down and go nuts in your 30s, you're good. You're stable. You just gotta add to your thing. Me, my machine was rocky from first two kids in my 20s, going through the 30s was an up and down situation. So I wasn't able to focus my mind on what we gotta get done. You know what I wanted, but it's so discombobulated with the survival and the distraction of surviving. Life is a distraction, man, because you have to keep up in order to keep going. If you don't keep up, you're just gonna fall by the wayside. And I mean, Janu Star. And it's obviously we picked this journey that will make it seem we didn't choose this journey, but I truly believe those who have a soul chose this journey. Because I can imagine existence is just existence. And without this journey, you won't fully appreciate existence. You know what I'm saying? Because the body is nothing. And the essence is everything. But when you come through on this journey, the essence come through on this journey, then you understand the reason for existence. And this is called life. It gives you an explanation of existence and what existence is. And everything that comes along with that energy of existence. And the peace, and the love, and the war, and the confusion, and the ups, and the downs. You know what I'm saying? But it's all wrapped up in a life. You know what I'm saying? Because if you go into science and nothing is solid, even the body is not solid, it's just vibrating at a higher concentration rate, while everything is solid and come together where the organs and the body is put together. But nothing is solid in metaphysics when you look deep, you know what I mean? And that's what the microscopes pick up. That's why, right? But all those levels is hidden from you until you grow up and understand the metaphysics of life and the life that we're living and the makeup of you in general. You know? So now, we're in midlife, and if no crisis hits you, you're good. But if the crisis hits you, and the ups and downs hit you, and the struggles keep struggling, some people gonna give up. And you see people who give up, there's no light in their eyes, you know? You see the people who gives up, but you also see the people that's trying and holding on and know there's better. And that's the difference. Knowing there's gonna be better. And the better is you control that, you know? At first, you gotta make sure you're good physically so you can feel good. Feel good about life and feel good about everything that you're doing in general. You know what I'm saying? Because, the term midlife sound like it just getting older. It sound like it getting old, but nah, it just comes with age and time and the process that we all go through as human beings. You know what I'm saying? Think about that for a second. But 30, 35, 35, 40? Oh, man. Good morning. 35, 40? Whew. You already there, man. What is life like, you know? Have you accomplished goals you have set? Have you reached those levels you want to reach in life? You know, as a child, you have dreams and ideas, you know? Have you got to those ideas? You know? Have you worked them out? Did you fail at it? Your attempt wasn't good, you stop, you keep going. What's going on, y'all? You know? But no matter where you are, just keep going and keep building. Especially if things ain't working out. Just gotta find the right strategy, you know what I mean? Trust, with all those distractions, it's hard to find the right strategy. But it's to each its own, and everyone have their own part to play. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait for the next person to put you on, because it might not work for you. Whatever they think. John don't stop. But you can learn though. You can learn, you know what I mean, from the past and people that conquered and been through the struggles and built something and make something up of themselves, you know what I mean? And make something of this journey in this life. Yo, 35, 40, yo. At 42, I feel good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a person to deal with the doctors. I just gotta keep eating properly, keep exercising, and we gonna be good to 120, y'all. Yeah, because truly, I understand that I lived before, and this is my last time on this journey. Because I'm realizing, listen, everything is in your DNA. You gotta do is meditate on that. You know what I mean? And as I'm talking to myself, I'm building with y'all in the world, Whoever feels it, and you can drop a comment. You know what I'm saying? But this is life we live, conscious life. And who's conscious, gonna be aware of the life y'all living, you know what I mean? Winning or not winning. You feel me? But the whole point is to win and get yourself in a comfortable living position where you just build and just experience this journey. You know what I mean? Yes, I gotta shut it off. Seems like it's getting loud. And I'll catch you on the quiet space of this park. January style. Sun is shining me. If you're not vibing that before, and y'all feeling my vibe, now is the time to really step it up. You know what I mean? Because listen to all these videos of motivational talking speakers, a lot of success comes when people after their 40s and 50s, When I heard that, I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Just because we see the illusion of the entertainers shining and popping in their teens, a lot of them fall off in their 30s. A lot of them not doing much in their 40s. Some pass away early days. You know what I mean? You gotta think about that for a second. You just a regular civilian, a regular person working, and you out here, life is rough, man. Life is tough, and that's why you have to make it a mission. You have to make something of your life and something to look forward to and a goal to work towards and striving for. Yes, it can be just the regular old school parent just raising my kids and working for my kids and that's it, but when the kids grow up, what's going to become of you? What's going to become of your life? Well, you're not thinking about it? Well, listen, man. That's why we're walking and talking out here so you can start thinking about those things. And start building on that and look towards yourself. People living vicariously through their kids. Doesn't make any sense when the kids grow up and one of the kids don't do what you want them to do. Then you just gonna be like that and just give up like that? Nah, man, you're stronger than that. Hey, if that's what you want your journey to be though, you can make a journey to be that. But it can be more, much more. All about your kids and all about you. You know what I'm saying? Why not? Who says you can't do all that and do everything? Who says you can't do everything? Listen, time don't exist, but the maintaining and sustaining of this human body, you have to rest, you have to eat properly, right? You have to think straight, think right, and that's something to go for, a goal to live for. And that's what it takes. Simple, but people make it hard. But if you make it simple, it will be simple. Simplicity, life. Look how loud life gets in the cities. Look how loud life gets to people moving around. But if everybody stays still, or you get away from the noise, and you get yourself in a still position, look how beautiful and serene everything is. Without me stepping on a leaf, listen. Nature, the background noise of the world is way off, right? You can hear that way off in the distance. Let me turn the music down. Nature. Yo, we got a dirty there back there, look. And black there. Fuck. worry about nature. Look at that. You know, the deer running across and shit. That was a little baby buck though. I wonder if the buck with the big horns, that shit would have rushed me, because that shit was sure looking. But yo, that's life in general, man. 35, 40. You already crossed that midlife. And if you're good, baby, keep going, keep striving. Winning is the thing. And if you're not good, change your perspective. Let's walk and talk, build us some vibration of getting better and put ourselves in a winning mindset. It's not talking to yesterday, but you know, it is what it is, yo. The journey of life is what you make it. So yeah, make it good, make it a good one. And I'll catch y'all on the astral plane if I don't know y'all, and we can build on that. You feel me? January star. Life, you know? Yo, can't believe that though, man. Midlife, 35 years old, 40 years old, man. Because 35, that will make you 70 times 2. You know? And people going at 70, 75. A lot of people going before that. You know? But they're saying the average is around 70. That's wild, man. So y'all people, take care of yourselves. You know? Keep a good mindset. Set them goals. Strive for them goals. And just make the best journey of this life you got, you know what I mean? Make it the best life you can make. Good morning. Just make it the best we can out here, man. Sitting at 42, already past my midlife, you know? I would say the ups and downs, I can't call it crisis, because I wasn't freaking stressed. Yes, those are words like depression and shit like that came in. But yo, I was asleep. As society say, if shit ain't going right, if you don't feel good, you're depressed, so you're gonna follow these things what society teach you. But that's the indoctrination of the 12 years of school. You see, if I had millions, if I had enough money where I'm able to afford tutors, I would tutor my kids. But yo, sitting at the bottom, it's so hard. So now, our kids have to go through all the indoctrination as well. But yo, at the same time, we're in the fucking matrix, you know what I mean? And the indoctrination is prepare you and how to live and how to move and survive in the matrix. That's what it's really about. Because the powers that be want you to survive so they can feed their thing. January style.